All right. So how do we achieve liberation and still do everything we need to do and play the game full out, achieving effortless peak performance at every single moment? That's the framework I'm working on, and it's so close. And I've been pulling together every single framework that I've been drawing and trying to even number them. And I kind of stopped at 40. And you can kind of see why it has been a struggle to be able to know where to put all the different pieces. So fundamentally, life comes down to knowing what to do and doing it, right? And then I decrease emotional blocks. So right now, I'm letting go of emotional effort. I intentionally put on live videos to increase the pressure so that I can let go of the effort that I'm trying and then increase emotional fuel. So far, I've found that the way to do that is to increase the skill. Okay, so number one, knowing what to do and doing it. Whew. Okay, so these are the 40 different frameworks plus the best way to pull them all together is with the cube. I've recently developed the key, which we can kind of look at. But let's pull up the cube and the key, and we can take a look at that. These are the dimensions of reality. As I look out into the world, these 5 dimensions are always present simultaneously. This is how I memorize it. Okay. There are physical things, including my physical body. There are symbolic things. So imagine writing on a piece of paper. There are social people, things, social dimension. I feel emotional dimension. And then there is the experience of life from within, the experiential dimension. Give me 1 second. Let's bring this back up. It crashes from time to time, and it's okay. I let go of emotional effort, accepting what is. We play around with it, and we continue whatever, right? So these are the 5 dimensions that exist at all times. So they fold up into a cube. So this is one side, 2, 3, 4 sides, and then the lid is the spirituality. So it's rather the strategy with which we play the other 5 dimensions. Okay. What was the other one? Okay. Right. I was just developing the key, and I'm still learning if this is very useful or not. The key states there is the map of all knowledge, the engine, and the player. Okay, so the map is everything. All right. The engine is how we move about the world. So basically, 1, know what to do and do it. That's actually the only rule to success in manifestation. I know what I need to do, and I go and do that thing, and I get it. If I want a new pencil, I know I need to go to the store. I go to the store, I exchange money, I get the pencil, come back, I have it, right? Pure manifestation. Number two, decrease emotional blocks. It's only if I'm not doing number one, something is stopping me. So find out what's stopping me. Decrease emotional blocks. Number three, increase emotional fuel. Also, increase the skill level. Okay. So, knowing what to do and doing it, this is really the engine. It's how to play the game. You got to figure out what you got to do, and you got to go and do it. Then the player is me, us, the the agent within the game. 0, 1, 2, 3. So these are the sequence that I found that's kind of underneath absolutely everything. So this is the key, right? I've been looking for a way to absorb all the knowledge. So here is, I've been playing around with ChatGPT, and it has taken all the world's knowledge and created a math algorithm so that we can just ask it things and it will answer. Okay. And I've been looking for a way to store inside my own brain what are the categories I need to put this information into. And the map is what has been developed to store all the information in 5 categories. Again, it's following these numbers 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Let me pause for a second. Okay, so this is, I'm pulling all knowledge from the world and storing it here. The engine is simply how do I play this game? I'm here on Earth. How do I play it? Well, all I really need to do is find out, know what to do. And then I need to go and do it. That's the game. If I'm not doing that, I can decrease emotional blocks. 3, increase emotional fuel, which is often done by increasing skill. That's the thing I'm adding. Okay. And then, well, what is my experience of playing the game from the within, the player? So this is the experiential dimension. So anyways, how do I play the game better? How do I have more fun? Instead of struggling all the time. So information about the player here is, again, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. -1 is the fragmented self, my trauma self, all the pieces of me that got disowned. 0 is my ground, my witness, who I am underneath all of it. 1 is the child, my inner playful child that just wants to have a lot of fun, came here on a purpose. And then, following the framework of the inner parent, child, adult, if this is the child who has fun, who has a terrible time, and underneath it all is a being, well, the inner parent universally supports the child in all the emotions, no matter what. And the inner adult does the actions required for life. So the inner adult knows what to do and does it. The child is working on controlling and letting go of negative emotions, distortions, and working on increasing the fun and the play. So that is the player. And right now, my personality is split between fragments of my shadow, the witness that's always there, the inner child who just wants to have fun, the parent who is holding my emotional self, guiding my emotional self, and the adult that's just going about figuring out what I need to do for this game and just going and doing it. So this is the engine of the game. This is what we need to do, how to play the game, and this is the map. This is all knowledge. All knowledge. So this is the key that has been developed. I'm still working on seeing how useful it is. But this is part of pulling all my frameworks together. The key, okay, that's, yes, that could look like something else. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay. Um, right. So I want this framework to be constantly useful all the time. So I'm going to put myself into this map. I'm right here. I'm constantly confused. I don't know what to do. Life is a struggle, and I often fall into my emotional well, right? So this is this. Once I have this map, though, it saves me so much confusion. So I know if if I feel really bad, I am in an emotional hole here. Cool. I know where I am, right? Um, I still need to do the things I need to do, so my physical body is still here somewhere, you know? So I'm just going to pilot my physical body to doing what it needs to do, even if I feel not so great. Well, my consciousness is still here looking out into the world. Right? So even when I'm underneath really feeling terrible, I know I'm still here. I know there's still controls I can do. That's why I anchored everything to the one breath meditation. Breath, speed, posture, and let go of emotional effort. I'm starting to feel a little better already. Okay. Now, what do I need to do? Well, let's look at my maps. I have my time map. Here's my morning routine. Here's my evening routine. These are non-negotiables. And then sleep, of course. In between, what is this? Free time. Okay. So I've already figured out this system. I don't have to think about it again. This is what I'm going to do. When I don't know where I am, I look at what time is it? Have I finished the morning routine? Is it evening? Have I finished the evening routine? Is it nighttime? Do I need to go to bed? Non-negotiable. Okay, let's lock that in so that I don't have to think about it anymore. Let's move that here. Okay, so now there's three categories. These are things that I have, things, this, I have. Everything from physical, I'm going to add relationships. Since relationship is actually right here, I'm going to add a little bridge from here to here. So these are the relationships I have, the bridges. Okay, so everything I have, including knowledge, physical, Emotional? No, body. Aha, health. Anyways, so come back here. What am I doing? Okay, these are the maps. Where am I? Well, I have. Okay, this is the simplest loop. But now that I have free time, what am I going to invest it in? This is Maslow's hierarchy of needs plus the health wealth relationship map. I've already figured this out, so I just have to follow the plan. The bottom three is health, wealth, relationships, and then if I get my wealth from my life purpose, I get above the deficit needs line, which means I'm doing what I love, I'm getting paid well for it, I have a great family, and I have amazing health. Boom, I've made it all, right? So this gets translated into the health wealth relationship 3x3. This is the thing that I work on. This is where I put any extra time in solidifying the foundation of my life. There's one more map, primary map, and that is the science of success. I want to tackle a project that is worthy of my being, that is going to be bigger than who I am now. So when I achieve it, I will know for certain that I have grown. Okay. So I'm either solidifying my health, wealth, relationships, and aligning it to my life purpose, or I'm tackling a big project for me that is enlightened mastery and getting this out into the world. All the while trying to make a living from it, solidifying all my own health, wealth, relationships. So this is the map. Okay. These are the. Okay, so then if you look at it, this is how I feel. This is um, my experience of life from the inside out, including right now. I'm practicing letting go of emotional effort, and I'm going to move just a little slower. It's all mapped out. This is part of the system, right? From not really knowing what to do, activating the cube opens up, shows me these 5 dimensions. If I feel terrible, I'm in an emotional hole. My body is still somewhere. I can move it to do what I need it to do. I'm inside my own consciousness, and I am aware of the kind of people around me. Who's around me? That is the basic structure. And if I zoom out a little bit, okay, this is now a list of everything that I actually have. Okay, I have physical things, I have my body, my health, relationships. These are the maps of the systems that I have already figured out. So we can actually move this over to here because we have it. It's done. Okay, so this is the map. These are all the different maps. All the different maps. Every map here, all these different maps are here. So I need to know what to do. I need to do it. And then I can have fun while I'm doing that. I can add a play layer on top. But for now, okay, so these are the things I have. This is the existence that I am. This is currently exactly what I'm feeling right now. This is how I'm experiencing the world from the inside. These are the top here is my thoughts. This is what I'm thinking about right now. This is my R2, reality 2. This is what's in my brain. Whew. So these are the gears working. And this is kind of more memory. Over here is more memory. This is what I'm actually working on. These are the physical assets. I have digital assets that I would put over here. Anyways, back to here. If this is the things I have, then this is my, what did I put as this? Down here, right here. Inside me, okay, cool. This is what's happening inside of me. Inside me. Everything on the inside. Okay. And then this is everything on the outside. This is the world. So, all the world's knowledge would kind of be here. This is all the world's knowledge. This would be all the people that exist. And just like there's a bridge over here that connects to the social, there's a bridge that connects from the social to the physical. So the world, physical world, is kind of divided up by the people that live in it. Ownership. Anyway, so that is the physical world that I do not control, but I need to know that they exist. A lot of things are happening. This is the collective emotions. This would be kind of my individual emotions. So this would be knowledge. Okay. So coming back. Here's my little dude here. Before I didn't know what to do. I activate the cube. I found this magical cube and I activate it. Ding! And it opens up into this, which then shows me all the things I have, what my internal state is, and the state of the entire world. My internal state right now is I'm looking out into the world. There are things that I can do. So this is the suit right here. So then this box opens up. And then there's this Iron Man suit. They're just waiting for me. This augmented reality power suit. So even if I feel rather terrible, I can step into that suit and I can have augmented powers that remind me what I can actually do even if I feel like I can't do anything at all. Okay, so this is the experiential dimension, the power suit. All right. Then there are objectives. Let's see. There is let's put it over here. This is the education teaching us how to play this game of life. The tutorial. Watch this video. Do this tutorial. Okay. And then it comes with a personal coach, like a Jarvis, a digital coach. Welcome. Maybe I should put it on this side, huh? Okay. Um, this digital coach is my own internal voice. It's the one that I listen to of all the different voices. I listen to the one that tells me, slow down. It's okay. You got this. Just do the next thing. Okay. So it gives me a map. So let's say I get in the suit, and now there are these points to get one task at a time. I know what to do, and I'm doing it. Whether this suit helps me move through the emotional sea, even though I feel really terrible, I can move through it, or I can go inside the emotional sea and do strength training with the suit on, and I start cleaning up the sea, feel the emotions, solve the emotional puzzles, and it will stop bothering us. Okay? And, or we can work with others, but that's basically it. Know what to do, and then we move and do it. We don't have the success we want because we don't know what to do, and or we haven't done it. However, if we know what to do, generally we would have already done it. So the step before that is to know what to do. And that's what all this framework is about. This is how to process all the emotions by maintaining our health wealth relationship. We become a full emotional immortal. So no matter how bad it feels, it will not be able to destroy our life, assuming we maintain our health wealth relationship. That's why this comes first. And that's why health wealth relationship comes first. What do we do? Well, we start at the bottom and we work our way up. Okay. Health, wealth, relationships. This is my emotional processor. The rules I follow. I don't accept blame. I don't accept emotional abuse. And these are the people. Okay, close relationships. Health, mental health, emotional health, physical. We can train beyond basic. We can enjoy life, or we can do something to, if we need to repair if we broke a bone, we need to repair something. That's what I have so far. Health on the highest tier is a fully embodied spirituality, moment by moment. So here's the spell. Let's do it again, right? What if one day I realized, wait, every single word I have ever spoken was already poetry. Every movement that I've ever made was already dance. And every sound I made was already song. And I chain this realization moment by moment till the end of my days. Fully embodied spirituality while doing all the things I need to do, right? That maintains my health, wealth, relationship, and I'm moving towards my highest goal. What more is there? So that's the goal. That is the that's what I'm always keeping an eye on, is the highest form of health in every moment. The lowest form, the maintenance, is rest, fuel, clean, dress, exercise, stretch, and balance. Okay? So basic wealth includes my money, which I imagine as an ice block, and I'm sliding down the hill, and every payment I need to make takes a little chunk out of that ice, you know? So however much money I have is how long I can coast without splat falling on my face. Okay, so that's money. Now where does my immediate wealth comes from? My job, career, or business, or investments. Okay. And a business has to work without me in it, or else it's not a business, it's a job. Otherwise, it's a job and I need to run on this wheel, otherwise, I don't get paid. Okay. These are the systems I implement to smooth everything out. But what kind of jobs, career, or businesses I go into? Well, that is determined by what I consider my life purpose. Because whatever I consider as my life purpose will determine what kind of job, career, business I go into, which will determine how well it refills my bank account. And I want to become financially free. And I want to help others become free as well, so that makes me a financial bodhisattva. I want to become that. I'm not there yet. Okay. So in order to get there, I go from point A, where I am now, to point B, and knock down all obstacles in between the four emotional traps: distraction, fear, overwhelm, boredom, and avoid the fifth final trap of burnout. The goal is right here. Deep practice where I'm getting paid, doing what I love, and everything is self-sustaining. And all I have to do is just get a little bit better every single day, and eventually I will become world class, assuming I avoid the fifth and final trap of burnout or injury. Okay, so this one is time, manage my time. This one is shadow, manage my shadow, blocks. Okay, the emotional C. So this is the goal, and I'm trying to figure out what to do in order to get to financial bodhisattva and I'll be aligned with my life purpose. Relationships. Where do my close relationships come from? My community. 3 types of communities. A social community, like a chess club. A business community, we help each other with business. And a purpose-driven cause community. Okay, then what's the highest game possible? Relationships on the highest tier eventually comes back around to just us. It's all shadow work. It's all the realization that we are all one, yada, yada, yada. It's all me, sure. We're all family, right? We're all Buddhas already. We don't need to do anything. Okay. Well, just because I think that way doesn't mean everyone else is going to think that way. So I still need to keep an eye on basic self-defense. And let's keep an eye on my community as well, community self-defense. Now, the people that comes and stays in our life is determined by how well we maintain our boundaries. It's how we say no to the things that are not aligned to us, but it's also how well we can say yes. And we're holding our own hurt so that we're not chasing somebody else to fulfill us and we're not blaming somebody else for our own lack of boundaries. And I may be judging other people, and that's okay because I know in the end, all judgments are self judgments. And I can use those judgments to extrapolate what must be in my shadow in order for me to have those kind of judgments. Again, this is all self work. And how well we do our internal shadow work is how well we can show up in community, is then will determine what kind of close relationships will be in our life. And if we get our wealth, so this is okay, so this is health, wealth, relationships. In the first tier, second tier, third tier, again, these flow downwards, right? If I get my money from my life purpose, right, I will then rise above Maslow's hierarchy of needs, rise above the deficit needs line. Three, two, 4, 3, 2. Okay. So health, physical health, wealth, relationships, and then life purpose. This will rise us above the deficit needs line. And then what do people do when they have it all? They play fun, R&R, art, science, or they work on themselves, self-actualization, collective actualization. Cool. This is the basic nest of what to do. Then we maintain everything through morning, evening routines, and with the free time, we push forward. We create more maps, we build businesses, we work on our causes, and we work on our life purpose, which is here, but we can extrapolate it out to here. A to B, we're working on this. So anyways, once we have solidified health, wealth, relationships, we're above this tier, then we can spend all the free time going towards self-actualization, collective actualization, or just having fun. That is the game of life. And there's so much more. But this is the start of me pulling everything together. It's not the start. I've been doing this for a long, long time, but here's another step towards bringing everything together. Okay, so starting from having no map, you see, to having a cube, knowing dimensions of reality, having a power suit, that is this, the suit, seeing the world from the inside, one breath meditation, all the emotional processing down here, physical world, social world, how to think, plan our symbolic work, work our plan, and all this is done through visual thinking. I could not hold this much information without this style of being able to redraw this over and over. Imagine if I had to type everything in here out. I couldn't even speak as fast as I needed to. But, so yeah, all in all, this is all held together by an upgrade using visual thinking and we are emotional immortals, assuming we maintain health relationships. This allows us to be an emotional immortal. And this helps with all the emotional C. So emotions are here. So each of these 5 is a game. The emotional game, the social game, the physical game, the symbolic game, and moment by moment awareness game. Okay, that is everything for now. I'm getting very tired, so I'm gonna pause here. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.